Noun clauses Part 2. Noun clauses Part 2。上一堂我哋提過 noun clauses as the subject of a verb。今堂我哋繼續講其他 noun clauses。Do remember how to combine one independent clause with a noun clause to form a complex sentence。你哋仲記唔記得一個獨立嘅子句結合一個名詞性嘅從句，形成一個複雜嘅句子呢？ For example, I understand. Who told you the answer? I understand. Who told you the answer? You can combine two independent clauses by changing one to a noun clause and using it in one of the ways listed below. The choice of the noun clause marker, see below, depends on the type of clause you are changing to a noun clause. To change a statement to a noun clause, use that. For example, I know and Bobby made a mistake. The same as I know that Bobby made a mistake. To change a yes or no question to a noun clause, use if or whether. Like George wonders and does Fred know how to cook? The same as George wonders if Fred knows how to cook. To change a question with WH like where, what and when, etc. to a noun clause, use the word WH like where, what and when, etc. For example, I don't know and where is George? The same as I don't know where George is. The subordinators in noun clauses are called noun clause markers. Here is a list of noun clause markers. That, if, and whether, and WH words like how, what, when, where, which, who, whom, whose, and why. WH with ever words like however, whatever, whenever, wherever, whichever, whoever, and whomever. Note, except for that, noun clause markers cannot be omitted. Only that can be omitted, but it can be omitted only if it is not in the first word in the sentence. It's correct that Bobby's friends didn't know that he couldn't swim. The same as Bobby's friends didn't know he couldn't swim. The word that omitted. Another example, it's also correct to write that Bobby's mistake was that he refused to take lessons. It's wrong to write as that Bobby's jump off the pier surprised everyone. It's also not correct to write that Bobby jumped off the pyre, surprised everyone. Statement word order is always used in a noun clause, even if the main clause is a question. It's not correct to write, "Do you know what time is it?" Question word order is it. The correct writing is, "Do you know what time it is?" Statement word order is it is. It's not correct to write, "Everybody wonder where did Bobby go?" The question word order is did Bobby go? The correct writing is everybody wonder where Bobby went. The statement word order is Bobby went. Sequence of tenses in sentences containing noun clauses when the verb in the independent clause is present. The verb in the noun clause is future if its action or state is later. For example, he thinks that the exam next week will be hard. He thinks that the exam next week is going to be hard. Present if its action or state is at the same time. For example, he thinks that Mary is taking the exam right now. Past if its action or state is earlier. For example, he thinks that George took the exam yesterday. When the main verb, the verb in the independent clause, is past, the verb in the noun clause is was, were, going to, or would plus base if its action or state is later. Like, he thought that the exam the following week was going to be hard. Or, he thought that the exam the following week would be hard. Past if its action or state is at the same time. Take for example, he thought that Mary was taking the exam then. Past perfect if its action or state is earlier. For example, he thought that George had taken the exam the day before. If the action or state of the noun clause is still in the future, that is, after the writer has written the sentence, then a future verb can be used even if the main verb is past. For example, the astronaut said that people will live on other planets someday. If the action or state of the noun clause continues in the present, that is, at the time the writer is writing the sentence, or if the noun clause expresses a general truth or fact, the simple present tense can be used even if the main verb is past. For example, we learned that English is not easy. Or the boys knew that the sun rises in the east. Task 1. Form complex sentences by joining the simple sentence with the connecting words given in the blankets. Look at the example I do for you. I hope you will come. The blanket that. I hope that you will come. 大家可以按暫停看掣，然後自己做一次答案。1. Tom told the teacher he was late. Why? 2. She thought I would tell her my telephone number. That. My father understands I'm trying to do what? I wonder Mary will understand whether. Leonardo asked Mr. Tong lived where? The children do not know they can make a bicycle. How? We are wondering the bus will arrive when? She's not ashamed. She's poor. That. Please tell me the woman will come tonight. Who? I doubt my father will agree. Whether. Do you understand the formal answer for number 4 and number 10? We add whether and or not. Now, are you ready for your answers? Number 1. Tom told the teacher why he was late. Number 2. She thought that I would tell her my telephone number. Answers for number 3. My father understands what I am trying to do. Answers for number 4. I wonder whether Mary will understand. 喺呢個句子中可以加 or not. Answers for number 5. Leonardo asked where Mr. Tong lived. Number 6. The children do not know how they can make a bicycle. Number 7. We are wondering when the bus will arrive. For number 8. She is not ashamed that she is poor. Number 9. Please tell me who will come tonight.喺呢句中，我哋唔可以加 the woman。For number 10, I doubt whether my father will agree or not. Task 2. Add I don't know to the following question. Pay attention to the word order. 1. Where does Mary live? I don't know. Where Mary lives. Number 2. What country is Mary from? I don't know. What country Mary is from? Number 3. How long has Mary been living here? I don't know. How long Mary has been living here? Number 4. What is Mary's telephone number? I don't know. What Mary's telephone number is? Number 5. Where is the post office? I don't know. Where the post office is? Number 6. How far is it to Taiwan? I don't know. How far it is to Taiwan? Number 7. Why is Mary absent? I don't know. Why Mary is absent? Number 8. Where is my book? I don't know. Where your book is? Number 9. What kind of watch does Mary have? I don't know. What kind of watch Mary has? Number 10. What kind of government does Italy have? I don't know. What kind of government Italy has? Note, the work order of the question follows the formal word order as in a statement. Now, try the exercise from the next page before we end the lesson. Bye! Exercise. Complete the following by writing a longer complex sentence using the two clauses given. 1. I know. The students studied their assignment. 2. I wonder what is making Tracy so unhappy. 3. My teacher understands. What am I trying to do? 4. I'm not sure. Will Mary understand the question? The answer key for number 1 is I know that the students studied their assignment. The answer key for number 2 is I wonder what is making Tracy so unhappy. The answer key for number 3 is my teacher understands what I am trying to do. The answer key for number 4 is I'm not sure whether Mary will understand this question or not.